Happy Monday morning, all you fine folks out there. Good morning, gentlemen. How you gentlemen doing this morning?
Doing well, Tiny. How are you? How was your weekend?
It's Monday.
It's Monday,
Yeah, it's
and
Monday.
we're here. The Monday blues are dragging a lot of people down today. Metals are getting beat up. Something fierce. Uh,
Hopefully, it's because of a good reason, not a bad.
yeah, really. Uh, well, just like before, you found out, the dollar's up, metals are going to be down.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the over the centuries and years that's been the case. So let's hope that they don't get beat up too awful bad. Could this be a buying situation? Remains to be seen. But I'm doing all right. I started feeling weird yesterday evening, and then felt fine this morning, and then like half hour, 45 minutes before we started getting going on, my stomach started gurgling again. And Bassman says he's got something going on with his belly, and I
I'm
think it's
gonna say, yeah, it's not
sympathy
good. It's not
pains.
good. Not good when the stomach's talking to you.
Yeah, I think it's sympathy pains is what it is.
Mm.
But how was your show this week?
Pretty good. Actually had a lot of nice steady sales. There were people in there coming and going. Not as many tire kickers as were the week before, so I definitely enjoyed it.
Very good. How was your weekend, Bassman?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Learned a lot of new things.
Oh yeah, we spent many hours on the old GIMP. It was fun. He was showing me how to animate things. Like he took one of the flat uh, thumbnails, like the thumbnail today was the wrinkled paper with the script on it. Well, he took one of those and made it into a cylinder, and then animated it where it rotates around.
Mm.
Yeah,
Wow.
all in a photo touch-up program, photo manipulation program is what GIMP is.
No,
Like
that's
photo,
cool.
it's just like Photoshop, only it's free, and it does just as much, if not more, in some cases. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, animation. He made a dog howling and all kinds of stuff. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
Let's I've run my mouth enough. Let's go ahead and say hello to the fine folks this morning. Why don't you go ahead and start us off, Mr. Kevin?
Oh, hey, get out the soup and quackers. We have the lucky duck here.
Oh my
Right
my.
into yours.
Hello y'all. How y'all doing today? Doing pretty good so
Doing
far.
well.
We've got good morning, Tiny Bassman and Kevin. We've got Ken on
Yes.
Good Monday morning, man.
Hey, Ozzy, where you at? Yod fans here.
Yo, fan.
Good morning,
Edge
my
of the world.
friends. Working and lurking.
Good
Oh, you see it there.
Sea Griller Stacker. Happy Monday, Bassman, Tiny, and Kevin. Here for the information dissemination.
Yes, sir. Mr. Dennis D is in the house saying good morning to Ken O'Mine, Yod fan, and Sea Griller. Good morning, sir.
Bassman.
What you gonna do when he's coming for you? Scott S, good morning, everyone, anyone, and everybody. Man, it's like
It's getting the anyone's, the everyone's,
it's kind of like saying me, myself, and I, but just pointing out to everyone else.
yeah. It's like when you point at one finger, there's always three pointing back at you.
You got it.
Yeah. he's getting the whole barnyard there with everything.
Oh yeah, he's making sure he hits everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Silvergator. Hi, how y'all are? I'm so glad for me to see you. I guarantee. Good morning.
Uh-huh. I mean, he's just guaranteeing today. He forgot the dam.
Oh,
Damn it, man.
damn it, man.
We have these things memorized.
Yeah.
Ms. Amy Harrell is in the house. I'm at the VA Martinez for a blood draw and meet my new doctor in a few weeks. Oh, good luck to you, Miss Amy.
I hope he does you good. I hope everything works out with the new doctors are always
Oh yeah.
iffy. You always get that little
There's a
flutter.
honeymoon phase.
Yeah, when they walk in, you're like, okay, can I feel this guy out or lady out? Can I feel him out pretty quick? Can I shake them down here real quick, kick the tires and see what they're all going to be about? And then, like, I've probably told this story before, and I'm probably going to tell it 1,000 more times. First time I seen my doctor in Wisconsin after being shuttled around from doctor to doctor to doctor. Doctor walked in and looked at me, and that's back when they had paper files. He goes, "Oh, excuse me," and he left. And he come back in and he said, "Mr. Such and Such," and I said, "Yeah." He said, "If I didn't see you and your file at the same time, I'd have swore you were an 80-year-old war veteran. But I see here, you're only 23. I said, "Yeah." There's always
Been
that.
put through the ringer already.
Yeah, whenever a doctor walks in and doesn't know it's you right away,
Mm-hmm.
there's going to be some stagnant water in the relationship right off the bat.
Well, you got to figure if you have a medical file that looks like War and Peace by the age of 23,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you have to wonder.
That was what I was about to say. Mine comes back looking like a San Francisco phone book.
Yep. Yeah, I was there too. I hear you.
Mr. KG Coins and Smiles is around there somewhere, I'm sure. Good morning, folks. Good to see you. Good to see you.
We got Mr. Azure Blue in the house. Good morning, my beautiful stacking brothers and sisters. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a meaningful and try to live with no regrets. You can do it. Help others along the way. Words of wisdom if I've ever read them.
Yep. Like it. We have saying morning, tiny numismatics, coins making sense, and fast man. We have the one, the only, brown sugar 0069. Good morning, man.
Good morning, brown sugar.
Good to see you. Ooh, looky here. We got an update on the weekend. My weekend was easy breezy. Is that like lemon squeezy?
Well, let's just hope it wasn't hurricane breezy. Don't need you blowing away.
He is down around the Florida
He is in the
area.
Florida. Yeah, he is in the Florida area.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful with the breeze that you have down there.
It would have been better if that is what he's talking about. It would have been a better play on words if it was breezy but easy. Breezy and easy. What is that they say? Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know a former.
You knew there was an alliteration in there somewhere.
Yeah, there's a former drill sergeant, he's a corporal in the Marines. He says that more times than anything on his YouTube channel. He's one of these guys that shows you how to. He's not a survivalist by any stretch of the means, but he gives you good information about camping and how to start your own fires, how to find your own stuff, how to stuff like that. And he's also got another one that he says, if it ain't raining, we ain't training. And I mean, he spent like 20 years in the Marines or something like that, and he's got all kinds of little things like that. And he says one thing they always said was easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm like, the military, the people that protect our freedoms are saying,
well, you know what? At least they have a sense of humor.
Yeah, I like it.
Sense of humor.
I like it. You know what I believe? No, we're not caught up. We have Mr. Bert Simmons. Good morning, sir. Hi to someone. I like it.
All right.
Someone.
Yeah.
Anybody can grab a hold of that, hold on to it, and said, Bert said hello to me.
Yep.
Doesn't say anyone, everyone, somebody, everybody. Mr. Peabody. See what I did? But yeah. Hey, looky there. There's my buddy, Christopher Young. Good morning, buddy.
Good to see you.
Chris was here for back in the Ronald McDonald house here for a little while, and he got to go back home again.
Oh, that's good news.
He left, he came back. He left, he came back. See, he's teasing me is what he's doing. He's like, see what I can do? See what I can do? And I'm like, I can't
Yeah,
do that.
we're here.
We're here. Be here when you get back. And he's coming back in October. Or this month. He's coming back later this month. So see, I can't do that.
We shall see. Only one man dare give the raspberry.
I know.
And we're all caught up.
Lucky Duck says, as you're blue, I am doing eBay invoices and catching up on my coin inventory. Always something to do. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's always the truth. When you have a online business like that, there's always something to do. You're either processing inventory, you're processing your sales, you're putting up the new inventory. I mean, yeah. Storage, reholdering, especially in the coin business. Yeah, there's always something to do.
Oh, yeah. Always. Always. It's even like a lot of us, well, I know me and Bass Man like to do it. And a lot of other folks that I've spent time with in the coin community on a personal level, like I'll call her out, Miss Ken O'Mine. I know Miss Ken O'Mine does it. A bunch of other people. I know a lot of people from the tribe, from the coin tribe, do it. Can does it. Gunny does it. I know the Dawn Department of Numismatics does it. Gen X Collectibles does it. We fiddle with our collection. We can't help but take it out and look at something. You know it's there. You know what's there because you either have it written down somewhere in a book. You have it written down in one of the pre-made ledgers. You have your own spreadsheet, your own design, your own Excel sheet, whatever. Or like us, you have a ready-made coin program that does it for you. It's a database that does it for us. You input all the information and you can separate your collections into any way you want to do it. And you're always doing something with your collection, even if you're not adding to it or taking away from it. It's one of these, coin collecting is one of those hobbies where you do it and you collect it and you put it together and you have it, but yet you look at it 500,000 times to know it's still there. You know it's still there, but I want to look at it. I love. What happens if you don't like to fiddle with it? That's right, sir, girl sucker. Tiny, can we get a Zoe update? And hopefully you will be home soon. December is the new go home date.
Oh,
It was October, then it was November, and now it's December. And as far as an update, steady as she goes with all her lifelong conditions. She just started a new medication for her narcolepsy and cataplexy. She started two new medications. One of the medications I'm on for my cataplexy, and it seems to be helping her a little bit better than what it helps me. And the medication she's taken for her narcolepsy seems to be helping her better than what it used to help me. I don't take that medication anymore, but she's still got all the big heavy duty ailments and stuff. It's just figuring out now. We're in a holding pattern of figuring out what's going to help keep her where she's at now for as long as they can without letting stuff progress too fast, like the liver and stuff like that. So, but that's about all I can say about that right now. Yep, get my collections out and look at them and put them back up. That goes for my jewelry, fossils, coins, antiques, etc. Collections are collections, kin of mine. Everybody fiddles with their collections. My favorite collection that I've ever had, believe it or not, well, other than coins, I guess it'd be more of a hobby. Model cars. I built model cars with my older brother, when I was little. And there was cars that I wasn't allowed to touch. So when I got old enough, I bought those cars so I could build them myself. And I love building model cars to the point that, I would paint the numbers on the speedometers in the cars.
Wow.
I would get ridiculous with it. And that's a collection / hobby that you can see every day because I had them up in front of me in my office, in my man cave. I had them up on shelves so, I could just look up and see one and remember, oh yeah, I've done this, and this to that car. Or, I took this car, and this car and built that one, So yeah. It's collections are one of those things that people, they like to fiddle with. They like to look at.
Oh yeah.
Especially like stamp collectors. Stamp collectors are the world's best for doing that. My neighbor was a stamp collector. Her and her sons would sit for hours and look at the same stamps day in and day out. And I was like, weren't you guys looking at these yesterday when I was here? Well, yeah. Oh, okay. They knew how many perforated edges were around, the perforated edge. They knew how many perforations were around the edges. They knew everything about these stamps. They were high dollar stamps. I'm talking a $500 stamp. And I'm this one's graded. It's a $500 stamp, and I only gave $150 for it. And I'm like, it's a stamp. And that's before I got back into coins. So I understood. I said, but it's a stamp. Aren't you afraid of somebody snagging it and licking it and sticking it to something.
But unfortunately, yeah, stamp collecting philately, just the hobby just turned over. It's like it didn't age well.
No, it did not. 710 is oil upside down. Good to see you, buddy. Don't think I wasn't watching you. I was watching.
We got Teolito in the house too.
Teolito. It's all the tiny details. I see what you did there, kid of mine. Yes, stamps do tell the history of this country. The only stamps I ever collected were from my dad's letters that he sent back home from the war. All the stamps that he would get from overseas, like, well, not so much the stamps, it was the different, like, postmarks and stuff, and different country codes and stuff like that that I collected the front of the envelope where it said where he was at and stuff like that. I collected those. And I mean, I've probably got 10 or 12 stamps, but I've never really messed with them much. I mean, I know there's nothing spectacular in there because I've looked before, but it pretty good. Red Silver, good to see you. Scott S says gold and silver's way down. Time to back up the truck and buy. Silver's at 21.24 and gold is at 18.38. Wait a day or two.
Well, silver is down a little bit. If you take into account what the U.S. dollar is doing at the moment, U.S. dollar is up to almost 107. Something's strengthening the U.S. dollar right now. So, yeah, as the dollar goes up, it makes the silver and gold prices a little bit cheaper because you can get more with the dollar. Taking a look over on Kitco, I'm seeing that gold price for the U.S. dollar is down 1%. But if I go and take a look at the Canadian dollar or the euro or the pound, it's only down 0.5% or 0.4%. So, I mean, it is down, yes, but take into consideration how much it's down all over the place and not just here. So it's a little bit from column A, a little bit from column B, but yeah, yes, it is down, but probably not as bad as you actually think.
Right. That's why my first reaction to buy was wait a couple days.
Yeah.
If it's trending more than 3, it may be a buying opportunity.
Yeah.
If it's only going to fluctuate 35 to 40 cents, maybe not so much. Now, if it gets down to 20 anything, buy.
Yeah, I think closer to 20, there's a hard stop on it there because, by then you're at the material cost and at the excavation cost.
Yep. I found an old unstamped stamp under the floor tile in a foyer of an antebellum farmhouse.
Wow.
About 10 years ago. Wow. I still have it at an old Certs tin box. Nice. That's cool. That's another thing I didn't think was as big as what it is. That reminded me of something, actually. Found the stamp under a floor tile. Old farmhouses. Behind the walls, in between the shiplap and the walls, they would put newspaper.
Heck, I heard down in the South, sometimes for insulation, especially, antebellum after the Civil War, people were using Confederate currency as insulation.
Oh wow! Can you imagine pulling down one of them old walls?
Yep, and just
Ooh, boy.
finding all that currency. Yep.
Yep. But I didn't know that newspapers were as big as collectibles what they were.
Mm-hmm.
And some of those old newspapers that people have found in these old houses and stuff, like under carpets and under tiles and behind walls and behind the wallpaper and stuff like that, are absolutely worth a boatload of money. I mean, like somebody found some newspapers from back around Lincoln era,
Oh,
and it actually talked about the Emancipation Proclamation, and I was like, "What?"
well, that's something. I mean, you're actually
Oh
reading it
yeah,
as it was happening, how it was
right,
being taken, how it was
right,
being advertised to the masses,
yep.
how people were taking it at that time. I mean, yeah, that's something else.
The coolest thing I ever found was we went to an old farmhouse. It was in West Virginia, and we went to an old farmhouse that my neighbor was cleaning out for her family, and they had an outhouse, an old outhouse that had been sealed up while they were tearing the outhouse down. We went in there and started taking the roof off of it, took the shingles off, and then took the plywood off, and they had cardboard as insulation. Underneath the cardboard, like stuck up in the roof, was an old Sears and Roebuck's catalog. And
Wow.
that's what they used to use for toilet paper.
Hmm.
Well, it was a brand new Sears and Roebuck's catalog that had never had any pages ripped out of and stuff. And some of the prices in there, like a shotgun, was like $1.12.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, what? I mean, it was old. Over the years, silver has been a horrid investment. On January 18th, 1980, silver reached an all-time high of $49.45 a troy ounce. Yep.
Well, that just shows what manipulation can do. The market was heavily manipulated then by the Hunt brothers.
Yep.
And yeah, that just made the run on silver. It just inflated it artificially. But I mean, yeah, even if you take a look at the heights over in 2011, yeah, that's probably a little bit better of an indicator. It wasn't. I don't know if it was near as manipulated as it was in 80.
I was going back here. See, Griller Stacker says, I inherited a stamp collection passed down a few generations in my family. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Those are cool. See, Griller Stacker, if you don't mind, my good friend, could you snap a picture or two of a couple of those pages of stamps and send them to me? I wouldn't mind seeing some of them cool ones.
Yeah, I know a lot of the stamp collectors I've talked to, they say, oh, anything, if it's not like before 1935, it's pretty much face value on the postage. So,
Right.
I mean, I don't know what to think from that, but I mean, yeah.
Prediction is silver will go 18. Ooh, that's really low. That's a low.
That'd be awfully lean.
Yeah, that would silver mines would shut down.
Yeah.
They'd have to. They couldn't operate.
They'd be upside down, yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't operate. because it's right at.
An upside down silver mine.
Shake its pockets loose.
Yeah.
I know you got silver in there somewhere.
Our postal people have commemorated the 1906 Pure Drug and Food Act, but not our U.S. mints. That would be cool. Money on a stamp, not just a dollar amount. That would be cool.
That actually reminds me of something I bought yesterday from the coin show. There was a sports card dealer there, and they actually had one of the, apparently back in 2012, Topps put out cards that had coins embedded in them from 1963. Well,
Nice.
they actually had a Yogi Berra card that had a silver quarter in it from 1963.
Wash your mouth out with soap talking dirty like that. Really?
Yes, sir. Only thing that would have made it better if it was an alkaline. But
The only
no,
thing would have made it better not watch your face. Me and you are friends, and I'll tell you right now, Yogi Berra is a Yankee, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, he is.
You see this hat? You see this hat?
I am familiar with the career of Mr. Larry Yogi Berra. Yes, sir.
I love Yogi Berra. He was a ball player, but he was a really good guy. Like after the sport was over for him, he done a lot of good. And
he's known
kinda
for his rhetorical comments.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, some of those yogiisms are just epic.
Oh yeah. Over the years, show's been a word of it. I said that. My thing must have jumped. Here's about the stamp collection. They are fun to look at. Some are pretty old, but never looked into their value. I could be rich and not know it. Could be.
Yep.
Tell you right now, if there's a plane that's upside down.
Oh, the upside down Jenny?
Red ink. Watch out.
Yep.
Every time I see that stamp, a picture of that stamp, I remember Brewster's Millions.
Yep.
He goes into a stamp collector and he goes, I want to buy the most expensive thing in here. And he buys a stamp and then they say, we got him. Because the premise of the movie was for Richard Pryor to spend all his uncle's money that he allotted him to spend in like 30 days or something like that.
Yep.
Like $10 million or something like that. But it was more than that.
30
had
million.
to spend it all. Yeah. Had to spend $30 million in 30 days and not have anything to show for it at the end of the 30 days. If he did, he got all this other money, which was like
300 million.
Yeah. And he bought a stamp, and the lawyers, because the lawyers got it if he couldn't do it. So then they were like, we got him. He bought an investment. And then at the same time, guy picked up an envelope and said, no, we don't. He mailed the damn thing. He bought like a $500,000 stamp and mailed it to him.
Mm-hmm.
So it made it worthless. That's funny.
I'm sure that cancellation ink can get off of there. Come on.
Yeah, really. Let's get that off.
It's gone. It's depreciated then.
We were actually going to talk about the FYI Sunday U.S. Mints is selling paper currency and is at the cherry red button. Where is John Shank now?
Yeah.
Mr. Shank has been looking for them sheets of paper currency since I've known him for the last 4 years.
Yep, they're finally on sale, starting today.
And also the Ulysses S. Grant medal will be on sale today.
Presidential silver medal, yep.
Thank you, sir. read about a young couple who bought a house from an old theater owner. They were doing restorations and found out the old owner used old movie posters to insulate the walls.
Oh,
Very, very valuable. Yes.
oh, wow. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I haven't. It's. Believe it or not, it's not that. Some people laugh when I say it, but I'm like, you watch. It's already worth a little bit of money, not a lot, but it's worth saving. It's an original Who Framed Roger Rabbit movie poster.
Oh, nice.
But it's one of the ones that wasn't hung at the theater. It doesn't have the bar across the bottom with all the information on it. It's just the poster
Oh,
itself.
just the one sheet. Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
But no, yeah, that's considered a classic nowadays. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? So yeah, I can, and especially if it's new from what was that, 1989?
Yep.
Or
I
about?
believe so. Yep. I believe so.
Yeah, if that's vintage, I mean, yeah, there's definitely an audience out there for that.
Got my fasting work blanket sitting for a few minutes until I drive home. Yes. And Miss Kinomine says, be safe, Amy. Stop and get something to eat. Yes.
Oh, yes. Stop at the gas station, get some orange juice.
Yep. Yeah. Over the last 10 years, the value of silver accurately decreased by about 20%, while stocks have risen about 250. Yep.
Yep.
Seems like paper's always more valuable than the in-hand asset. I wonder why that is. Manipulation, maybe. You can do more with a piece of paper and ones and zeros than you can with something in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
You can make this say whatever you want it to say. You can only make this say so much. That's why I would rather have this than that any day.
Still talking about stamps. There are certain coins that were made in the 1800s that were specifically made because they were the cost of postage. The 2-cent piece, the 3-cent pieces, yeah, those were put out there to use for stamps. So yeah, there's been some intermingling in between coins and stamps at a time.
What was the very first stamp the post office ever used? I have no idea. Wasn't it a half-cent or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I know the first stamp ever used wasn't a stamp at all. It was a seal.
Yeah, that's why I'm a numismatist. I don't know that much about stamps.
Yep. This is true what you say, Dennis D. Rare coins have done so much better than silver. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I stick to the collectible coins. Plus, the margins for bullion dealers. I mean, you people might think that, oh, they're getting one over on you, they're cheating on you. Not really. I mean, the margins that a bullion dealer makes are pennies. I mean, they're lucky if they get 50 cents to $1 out of their investment of silver. And most of the time, they're not even looking at the cost of what they bought it for. They're looking at the cost of what it's going to take to replace it. So, I mean, yeah, if you're selling an ounce of silver and you're making 50 cents, $1, an ounce of gold, you might be making $20. I mean, those margins are slim pickings.
Absolutely. Griller Stacker, that's some good advice. And Mr. Keith over at Coin Crew says the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I tell young stackers the silvers are gold and wealth preserver. Silver and gold are wealth preservation, not wealth growers.
Yep.
Absolutely. If you got $1,000 in a bank, that money could go away really quick.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got okay, let me put it this way. If you have 1,000 extra dollars, that means outside of what you have to have in the bank. Like if you know your monthly payments and mortgage and everything's going to come up to $1,500 and you have $2,500 in the bank, you've got more than enough money in the bank. If you have $3,500 in the bank, there's $2,000 extra dollars that's just sitting in that bank. You've got your $1,500. Now you've got that other $2,000 sitting there. Why not take $1,000 of that and put it in something that you know is going to be worth $1,000 every day until forever? You know, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the way I think about it. Is if you've got an abundance of money sitting in the bank, why not put something in it tangible instead of ones and zeros? Because that money's not really there. That money's in the ether out there just floating around. They're using your money to make money for themselves. So why not, keep your money with you in the form of coins or bullion or both? Good morning, Copper Owl Coins. Good morning, sir. Azure Blue, I totally agree, sir. USPS main officers should sell U.S. mint coins just like they do in Canada.
Hey, I remember when the state headquarters first came out, the Mint and the post office actually had a thing where they had one of each quarter from that year, and then they had a commemorative stamp from that state in one package. And yeah, honestly, I bought it for a few years when I was just starting out then. And yeah, it was actually a pretty nice system they had.
Yep.
Azure Blue, direct dealers to the U.S. Mint like AppMex by Silver Eagles for $2.25 over and are selling them for $10 over for a long time. Yes, they have, and actually those premiums right now are a little closer to $5. But yeah, they're the only ones that really make out on the bullion game, and most of that is because of the bulk volume that they have to buy. Because they're not buying a monster box, they're buying a pallet of monster boxes. So if you're buying 500 boxes of 500 of Eagles, I mean, that's 25. They're buying what, 25,000 at a time? So yeah.
Smart Man Scott asks, one reason I stack is because of the issues in the entire world economies are currently having. If the dollar goes down the crapper, what good is cash? Absolutely. Yep. Cool, a monster pallet. Yep.
Yes, sir. But I mean, yeah, you don't see those things entering into your local coin shop. I mean, at most they buy a monster box at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and when they're buying it from that direct to mint depositor at best. And yeah, if they're paying a premium of $5, so the distributor got an extra $2.75 per eagle, but that local bullion dealer, they're getting $1 on top of it.
Yep. the pawn shop that I used to deal with back home, when I was going to the pawn shop a lot looking for rare coins, they charged $1 over spot, no matter what it was. If it was a graded MS-70 95W,
Ooh.
they would sell it for $1 over spot. They did not care if it was graded. They didn't care what set it was in. They didn't care anything. They only dealt with silver coins, some numismatics. Now, I take that back. Like, they had statehood quarters and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But in the whole set.
But also, what year was that? What time?
Oh, 3 years?
3 years ago?
Yep.
I want to say as early as 4 or 5 years ago, I was going to a local shop and I was getting Eagles at $1 over, $1.50 over.
Nice.
3 years ago, yeah, you would have been hard pressed to find that. So I give kudos to them for being able to do that at that point. Because 2020, yeah, there was higher premiums on stuff at that point.
You know, I think I heard that somewhere too.
Mm-hmm.
First
Well, they've had
in
jewelry
Costco
for
selling.
years.
Yeah.
In fact, I remember I took my mom to Costco and she bought a ruby ring from there. That was forever ago.
I think he's talking like bullion.
Oh no, I heard that one too, that they're selling bullion, yeah. But then again, you look on any of these websites for these stores, you have vendors that are partner vendors with them, and you have Walmart selling numismatics and
You can buy
bullion.
anything from Walmart. Walmart is trying to outdo Amazon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You can go on and you can search anything on Walmart's website. I mean, it's like eBay. It's like Amazon. You can search anything, and there will be a third-party vendor that's selling it. Well, let's see. What was it that I got from Walmart? I can't remember what it was. There was something I got from Walmart not too long ago. I think it was a computer part. I think it was when I had to redo the computer and I couldn't find it anywhere. And someone said, check Walmart. I was like, well, they're not going to have this. Sure enough, they did.
Go figure.
Yep. But yeah, I wish John Shank was in here to see those, so he could tell him about those.
I know,
sheets.
yeah. To all you currency people out there, yeah, this is the day you've been waiting for.
And the way people have been waiting for it and asking for it for years, you never know how long it's going to be around.
Exactly, yeah. I'm surprised they haven't already sold out.
What all denominations do they have?
I think they were releasing all of them. I'm going to the website right now. Well, looks like the $1 sheet of 50 notes is already in Remind Me status. There's twos, there's hundreds.
No fives.
There's singles. $1. There's $10, $50, $20. Yeah, that is correct. There are no fives. Apparently something's wrong with Mr. Lincoln.
Absolutely, Scott. Most people have no patience. Amazon can deliver the next day, and in my opinion, that drives much of their business. Absolutely, if not the same day. And what I can't get is I was going to order a pair of house shoes for walking around the house here. and Walmart didn't have them. Well, I was like, okay, because we were doing pickup order. We do pickup orders to get our
Oh, yeah.
food. If not, we get it delivered. Well, I was going to get a pair of just cheap, $8 house shoes delivered. Well, they didn't have them. They said, but they can be here today. And it was from a third party vendor.
Hmm.
I was like, now where in the world, a third party vendor is going to have them here today, but they'll be delivered by Walmart. So they're going to deliver my shoes to Walmart and then deliver them from Walmart to me.
That's amazing.
Why not just,
bring them right here?
Yeah, bring them right here. And another good thing about Amazon is they deliver on Sundays. That's another part that drives their business too. You want something on Saturday, they can deliver it tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's Sunday. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Prime delivers.
Don't matter to them. Yeah. Brown might not deliver, but Blue does.
Yep. Good morning, Dr. 55 Chevy. Just dropped by to say hello. Have to run. You have a good day, sir. Good seeing you, buddy. I've got an awesome friend mail coming from 55 Chevy here in about a week or so.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely. I told you about it. That
metal?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait till you see this thing.
You got us jumping at the bit, man. Come on.
It's gorgeous.
You doing good, Tiny?
Yeah, I just got a little weird there for a second. I'll be all right.
Okay, be careful, man.
Amy and Azure Blue were talking about the closures of
oh yeah. About coin dealers and their accounts getting closed.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was speaking to a dealer not too long ago, and his accounts haven't been closed, but a couple of his dealer buddies had been closed.
Mm-hmm.
And his bank kind of hinted that as much money that's moving in and out of their accounts, they couldn't use the mass of his money to make money. So it was doing them no good to have his account open.
Mm.
Because whether people know it or not, if you've got a savings account, they're actually using your money to invest and bring back in to actually make themselves money. And a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah.
But if you've got money in the bank and they're using it or trying to use it to make money off of, but you're moving so much in and out all the time that they can't, what good is it to them? So they're going to say, hey, we don't need this. I've never really heard the exact circumstances that they're giving all these poor ladies and gentlemen, or why they're closing their accounts. Why are they closing their accounts? What are they saying?
They're not giving any reason. They're pretty much, their accounts are an at-will account, kind of like employment. You're an at-will employee. If your employer decides to get rid of your position, they can let go of you. Well, part of what's in their business agreement for their business account is an at-will status. And yeah, they're exercising their option to not service your account. And it sucks, but it's part of the agreement when you sign up for the account.
That's bullshit. That's what. Sorry.
Complete, total, and utter. Yes.
That's what that is. That's.
But yeah, it's like Azure Blue is saying, the banks are afraid of are the anti-money laundering laws, because a lot of coin shops and a lot of heavy cash businesses move the money rapidly between accounts. They're sending out large sums if they're buying monster boxes of gold.
Yeah.
And with those kinds of numbers moving around, they don't want it because, one, they can't use the money in order to build more money for themselves, but also, two, those statutes, if they see some funny business where, they have to report to the IRS, I think it is, if you go over 10,000 in a transaction. But if they see a whole bunch of transactions for 9,999, they're going to start thinking, okay, you're trying to skirt the system, and that's going to raise bells. So, although you could legitimately have a transaction for $9,500, so
Yeah. Yep. And just like every dealer on the up and up, they have to give you paper on so much purchase of certain precious metals. So you buy so much gold, you're going to get a ticket. You're going to get not ticket like you have to pay, but you're going to get a claims ticket.
But yeah, if you spend the 10,000 number just keeps cropping up again. But I mean, if you spend more than 10,000 on buying gold from a dealer, there's a form that you fill out. You're supposed to fill out. Something tells me it doesn't get filled out near as often as it should, but I mean, I'm not going to be tilting at that windmill.
Yeah.
It's also why I don't deal in yellow.
Looks like Miss Amy received your coins, and they're beautiful, great quality.
Awesome, Ms. Amy. Glad to hear that.
I believe it's about time to wind her down.
I hear you. I know Bassman ain't talking dirty yet.
Yeah, I hear him typing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there it goes.
There it is. See? See?
Man, we almost got away with it.
He's sitting there counting down 4, 3. Mr. Kevin says that 2, 1.
The old digital clock goes.
Look at me now, Mr. Kevin. Look at me now. See how you are. Technical question. I like technical questions.
Yes, sir.
Does full bell lines on a Franklin dollar mean that the top and lower set of bell lines on the bell are free from damage, or is it the bottom set of bell lines?
Lucky Duck, it depends on the grading company you send it to. PCGS, they are only looking at the lower set of lines. NGC, they look at both sets of lines.
My boys looked at both when Tiny
Red Silver is. Oh, sorry, man.
That's right.
Me and Bassman look at both sets of lines because
Oh no, yeah.
PCGS seems to be top dog when it comes to
PCGS.
payout.
PCGS is top dog on certain things.
Right.
The higher numismatic, yes, but I mean they have certain things that they're not top dog on. For example, the proof coinage from the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. If you're going for, especially 50s and 60s, if you're going for those, a lot of the top dollar is with the NGC because for some reason that market just prefers the NGC.
Nice.
Also, with that example right there, the full bell lines. Full bell lines on an NGC garners a little bit more than a PCGS.
because
And
of the
Red Silver's asking, what grading company do I send to? I do prefer PCGS over NGC. However, right now I am sitting on my hands with grading because talking with other dealers that have recently sent items to PCGS and to NGC, they are, how should I say? Okay, there's no other way of saying it. They're screwing you right now. They're messing with everybody's grades. It is not, the results from grading right now are not pretty. And right now I'm holding from sending anything out from getting graded. Hopefully with CACG opening today, which another thing happening today, CACG. Hopefully that brings something into the market that's going to enhance the market and make it more solid. So hopefully, knock on wood, hope really hard. We will see.
nice.
All right, Tiny. Well, yeah, as you said, time is up. So I want to thank everybody for coming on out here today, especially you in the back. Yes, we see you. Don't try hiding behind that palm tree. All right. Well, I'm Kevin from Coins Making Sense, your spot for the dissemination of information to the numismatic nation. Thank you very much, everybody, and I'll see you later. Bye.
And then there were two. So, everybody, I don't know if everybody's aware, I'm working on getting to fish in a tournament, hopefully the 14th of October. My partner contacted me last night, 4 o'clock in the morning, this morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, to make sure I was still getting ready. So we're going to try it. You know, the lake is down 8 foot, so
Oh wow.
it'll be a little tricky. But anyway, I'm still working on getting them ready. So anyhow, all of y'all have a good day. See y'all Wednesday for the auction. If you need to get a reminder of the auction, send me an email. You can get that from my website or from the spreadsheet down at the bottom of the page. It has our emails. So as always, I'm wishing I was fishing. Bye.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. I appreciate both of you here each and every time we have this. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you have not hit the thumbs up on your way out, please hit the thumbs up button. That lets YouTube know that we're doing something good here. As he was talking Wednesday evening, we do have an auction, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on Coins Making Sense channel. 12 awesome items. If you would like to be on that mailing list, you can go to Bassman's channel. And then in his About section, you can find his email address. If you cannot find Bassman's, because I know his page is kind of hard to find, you can go to my channel or Mr. Kevin's channel and email us. And we can send forward that along to Bassman. And Bassman just put his link up in there. So you can go straight to his channel and get his email address and his About page. But you guys have fun. See you Wednesday morning here at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love each and every one of you, and I hope this finds you guys safe and healthy. And you guys don't forget to check that pocket change, because you never know what you got in your pocket until you look.